The biggest weekend in Ohio wrestling is here, and OH Report will be at the Schottenstein Center in Columbus, getting post-match interviews, incredible match highlights, and documenting the journey of local wrestlers on their quest for the top spot on the podium. On this episode of The Takedown, we'll take a look at what local wrestlers qualified for the state tournament, who to keep an eye out for in Columbus, and reveal the winners from last week's submissions for Takedown of the Week, Rather Throw You Than Know Ya, and Counting Lights. I'm Zach Truax, and this is the show we call The Takedown. Before we get started in the state tournament, let's see who won the fan votes. First up, and Rather Throw You Than Know Ya, Raiden Caudell of Lucas won with this electric lat drop. In the Counting Lights category, the big guy from Ashland took the top prize. Drayston Buddha Martin with the physical double leg to his opponent's back. And now, the category so good, we named the show after it. Takedown of the Week. Carter Truckovich with the Super Duck won the fan vote. Now, let's dig into the wrestlers from the OH Report area that made it to Columbus, starting in Division I. The Ashland Arrows were second at the J.C. Gorman tournament. They won the prestigious MIT tournament. They won their second consecutive OCC title, their second consecutive sectional title, and placed third at the rugged Perrysburg district, trailing only national powerhouses Perrysburg and St. Edwards. The Arrows qualified 4 wrestlers to the state tournament from the toughest district in the state and one of the best in the nation. Mount Vernon is the only other Division I school in the area and qualified the most wrestlers for the state tournament. A depleted Yellow Jacket squad took a nasty 51-19 loss to the Arrows back on January 22nd inside Arrow Arena, but got healthy and bounced back, taking 4th place at the Hilliard Derby District behind powerhouse champ Dublin Kaufman, Olentangy Liberty, and Marysville. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, I'll get into Division II and Division III right here on the show we call The Takedown. Ontario had an up and down year, and their district tournament mirrored their season. Aiden Ohl had a dominant outing at the tough Norwalk district, winning the district championship and helping his team to a 9th place finish. Clear Fork ended the season with an MOAC team title, placed 2nd at sectionals and 4th at districts. They qualified 3 wrestlers to Columbus, and all 3 of them have the talent and the opportunity to place very high on the podium. Highland is a team I only get to see at the MOAC tournament and the state tournament, but when I do, I am always impressed. Especially their undefeated wrestler at 157 pounds and undefeated Kale Gilmore. If you've been paying attention, you've probably noticed that each of the last 3 MOAC teams had something in common: a state qualifier at 113 pounds. And River Valley will round out the list with their lone qualifier at 113, giving the MOAC an eye-popping 4 state qualifiers in Division II, 1 state qualifier in Division III, for an impressive 5 total state qualifiers at 113 pounds. Galion continues its strong push for an individual state champion. The Tigers' excellent wrestling tradition continues as they qualified 3 wrestlers for the state tournament. Look for Grady Harding and Carter Truckovich to make a push for the top spot on the podium. And Ryder Alberti has had close matches with some of the top-ranked guys in his weight class as well. Madison rounds out our D2 schools, and they have 2 up-and-coming wrestlers heading to the state tournament. This year's best-kept secret in the area is Madison's 165-pounder, Aiden Proctor. But after this weekend, I don't think his name will be a secret anymore. Proctor had a great district tournament, placing third with his only loss to the eventual district champ. Jackson Stanicombe started his district tournament with a 7-second pin and won the championship match with a first period pin, and his eyes are on the big prize in Division II. As good as the district tournament was for local teams in Division II, it was equally as rough for local teams in Division III. Last year, trying to cover all the Division III wrestlers from our area at the state tournament involved some serious cardio skills. Marion Elgin was the only team from our area that qualified more than one wrestler this year. Northmore typically leads the local Division III schools at the state tournament, but in the district constellation semifinals, the round referred to as the blood round in wrestling, the Golden Knights lost all 4 matches, and only Carson Campbell was able to advance to the state tournament. Centerburg's 144-pounder Chris Marshall snuck up on some people last year, but nobody's going to overlook him this year as the returning state runner-up from 2024 makes another trip to Columbus. Rounding out the rest of the D3 state qualifiers from the OH Report area are Marion Pleasant's Aiden Ohl, who gives the MOAC 5 qualifiers at that weight, Mount Gilead's Rocco Castricone, and East Knox. They've got another 2-sport stud who could jump up and surprise some guys down in Columbus, Blake Elliott. That will conclude our state tournament preview show. If you see me at the Schottenstein Center, please stop and say hi. I love meeting all the wrestling fans from our area and talking about our sport. And keep an eye out for our state tournament recap show with all the great highlights, interviews, and analysis. And don't forget to send us your great clips to be included in the fan vote segment of Counting Lights, Rather Throw You Than Know You, and Takedown of the Week. I hope you enjoyed our show. Travel safe to Columbus, and until next time, I'm Zach Truax. Keep your laces off the mat and a wrinkle in the back of your neck.